it pushed me right around. The ground is slick, like I said last night, and I'm pinned. So the cart got me good. I also own a farm. Here we go. You're now watching the 2024 season of Farming with Duffy Ag. Alrighty, so here's where we're at. That truck, probably 14 ton on it. Not enough that I really wanted to send it. Isaiah's gonna take it this morning. It's snowing, as you see. We're gonna try letting it sit and actually cure for a long time, for the recommended time. So, what I'll go ahead and do, well, it's not dripping now. Let me lay underneath there for a second, just look at it and see. I was looking at the tech manual and everything else like that. That connection piece should not have high pressure on it. It's just charge pressure. So whatever charge pressure is, which isn't, yeah. Because not a chance we're gonna pull that apart in the next 3 hours. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to take duals off to get to everything. Holy smokes, you guys in the comments. Yeah, yesterday's video got a lot of people worked up that you just got to pull it out, fix it right. It's only a gasket, this, that. I have a feeling that project, as far as pulling the pump and everything else out, is a lot more than just a quick fix over it. I'll give you guys a little hint. We got all of our crop off, and it snowed, I'd say here, probably 6-7 inches. Yeah, some places got closer to a foot. It did blow around quite a bit, so it would be less than ideal. We're supposed to get more snow. And then what else are we getting? More snow again. Oh, we're getting rain on Wednesday. Yeah, 40 and rain on Wednesday. So, yeah, getting the parts and trying to fix the combine properly, that is a summer project. I do want to go through the whole hydrostat, make sure everything is perfect. So that's not a, hey, we got 6 hours, let's swap it and go. So we were trying to Band-Aid the combine through, which a lot of you, I guess, well, not a lot of you, but the comment section, holy smokes. You guys really haven't farmed with old junk, I guess it is, but no. Combine has been a very good machine. We've had our ups and downs, but for something that I got, and somebody said you got to go through it with a fine-tooth comb. 10 acres ago, that pump wasn't leaking. So how was I supposed to say, oh, that needs to get switched? And it's not the pump. It is the casing in between the pump. It is low pressure. It's charge pressure. But it is in between. It is not high pressure hydrostat. So, yeah, relax with the comments, even though you guys get all worked up. But I figured I'd talk about that before we get further in today's video, because today's video has the same battles and tomorrow's video has the same battles. So there's going to be a bunch of comments about how I don't know what I'm doing. But clearly we got it done. So me and Isaiah pushed through, and yeah, I appreciate everybody watching along as we struggle through our beginning of our 2024. But that is part of life, and I just show you guys that it happens to a lot more people. I know there is a lot of YouTube farmers and people that act like the world is perfect and everything goes smooth, and their biggest issues are dead batteries and stuff like that. Not reality to a lot of people that farm. So if you're not a farmer and you're sitting in the comments saying that, then you understand. Well, you don't understand, but a lot of people do enjoy watching because it is reality, and I show you all of it. So the good, the bad, and the horrible. Which, yeah, getting stuck, things like that. So there's a lot of corn still left around. A lot of people the past few days have been trying to harvest. Snow shut a lot of people down, but frozen ground was the biggest thing. So, and this year we're going to do better at everything, but that's kind of how it works. You grow and do better. Alrighty, I figured I'd say that so that more people comment in the comments about how I don't know what I'm doing, which really doesn't bother me. It just increases the whole YouTube platform. So appreciate everybody commenting. It's kind of comical too. So, alrighty, let's keep with today's video. It's definitely got a leak. You can see where it chipped it off and pushed it out. We'll try it, let it sit the recommended cure time because everything else is real hard on it. But I think I was in a rush. I should have let it sit all night, and then we could have got in. So close. It is leaking, but it's not leaking enough that I want to get him full, because sending a 3/4 load is not really that great. So that's what I'm going to do this morning. I guess I didn't really go over what I did with the combine as far as that leak. We topped it up, and I said, let's send it. So it wasn't leaking tremendously bad at that time. So if I could get 2 more binfuls, grain tank fulls, well, they're half grain tank full, and get it on the dump cart and get Isaiah down the road, that would put it in a better place. So we topped it up and I sent it. I had 5 gallons of oil sitting there, and I guess you guys will have to keep watching to see what goes on with it. Got the last bit on here that we need to fill that truck. Probably another load, and I was coming down to offload onto here, and it pushed me right around. The ground is slick, like I said last night, and I'm pinned. So the cart got me good. Oh, today's not our day. I cannot believe it just walked away from it. I literally started driving and it was good. So, whew. Yeah, that cart weighs got some weight to her. So I'm gonna take what's off, get him going, and then I gotta fix that leak at some point here. Because right now the combine cannot move.
So, I think that might be the last bin for 2023, 24. We're in 24, but this is a 23 project. So, Duffy will probably edit that out, but oh baby, the ground's froze. There's snow on it. It's pretty slick. We just emptied our last bin out, so. Might be the last corn.
Okay, we got some action on the phone. Finally got a load off. Probably got another one. Might have to heap it a little bit. I was figuring I had 40 ton. Decent? 15-ish. 15-ish? Well, that's better than nothing. Yeah, we could put a little bit more in, but he's gonna send it. So I'm gonna give Isaiah the GoPro because I gotta go to a meeting, and he's gonna show you how it's done.
This driveway is really slippery, so we're just taking it easy, nice and slow. We're not in no rush to slide off of any driveway today. Had enough excitement already, so we'll get down through here, go get weighed in, and go dump up to the farm.
I don't know what happened there with Isaiah. That was all you had for filming. Come on. I know. Bob, tell Isaiah, do better at that. But he went up. As you can hear, there's an air leak in one of the valves. So that cab riding around, I don't blame him for not filming anymore. Roads were slick and wet. He went up, weighed in, dropped it off. That, I don't know if I say later in the video, that load was like 13 ton, so lighter than we thought, but wet corn is lighter than dry corn, which, yeah. So he did that, and yeah, I had to go run for an appointment, and when I get back, we'll mess with the combine. So right now. And we're back. So Isaiah ran that load of corn. I don't think he got much footage. I just got done cleaning it up. We're gonna give it 6 hours, and then we're gonna give it a go. And if that doesn't work, we're gonna mow it all down. But I'm gonna go do some stock chopping. How are you doing? Yeah. So, whew, I'm tired. I just want to get the last bit done. It was slightly dripping when we got back, so I did get some hydraulic oil for it. And yeah, we'll give it 6 hours. I'll probably give it 2 and come back and put a little bit more over the top. Make sure we're good. I did clean up the edges more. So there's no pressure on that. Well, there's minimal pressure. It's not like it's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 PSI. It's enough to blow out that seal, but we'll get it fixed once we're done with this. So hopefully we can get done, but I'm gonna go stock shred some and see how far we can make it. Well, our panel started falling down, to be honest. The other panel's falling down, so we're gonna have to get a cap kit for this at some point, but yeah, what are we doing here? My phone just said, I plugged it in for charging, and it said slow charging because of low temperature. It's been a while since I've seen that. Isaiah was stock shredding right here when we were finishing up combining that load. That load was lighter than I expected. It was like 13 ton, which really isn't. We were hoping for 15, but wet corn is lighter, if you don't know. So I'm gonna get after as much as I can tonight. It's not snowing, the ground's somewhat hard. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. Back window's already fogging up, but we're gonna let this warm up before we got to heat in here. This is a slow process, but I think it's gonna pay off in the spring, especially I don't think I'm gonna put corn back on this. Getting some of the hillside done out back here. Once I finish this, there's 10 minutes over the hill, and everything out back other than the hillside that it hasn't been combined yet is done. So that's a good feeling. We got the 2 fields out front of the house. Yeah, quite a bit of takes a little bit of time, but I think it's gonna pay off come spring, because a lot of people said, why didn't you do fall tillage? Yeah. It is wet, so getting on it when it's wet doesn't do it any good as far as tillage. Harvesting when it's wet doesn't do it any good either, but you got to get it off, so necessary evil at that point. I put JB Weld on the combine, and I went over there and I was just looking at it, and well, we're not in the best hardening weather, being 20. So it's supposed to be done in 6 hours, 4 to 6 hours it says is hardening. Yeah, it's been 4 hours. 10 is it, 10 something? Since I put it on, and it's still soft and squishy, and I said alrighty. So hopefully in the morning we can get some running in it and be done, if that holds and lets us finish.
I'm hoping. I put a ton on. Previously, I just didn't let it harden long enough, and I don't think I had enough. I fueled up to 2755, and I got 2 fields out there that are left to do on the property other than what isn't combined yet. And I went inside to grab some water, and I sat down and literally almost just fell asleep. So it has been a long day. I got 4 hours of sleep. We ran late last night, had tons of struggles, and well, 10 o'clock right now. So I'm gonna call it quits. I'm gonna back this out of the way. Appreciate you guys watching along. End of harvest is just gonna fight us the whole way there, and we got a bunch of snow coming. If we can push through tomorrow morning quickly, that'll be really, really good. But otherwise, I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one.